Hey, BookTube, I thought I'd touch base with you. It's been a while. I'd like to report that I had a great reading experience these last couple months, but I haven't. I continue to be deluged with one do-it-yourself project after another. Even yesterday, discovered a one of the coolant hoses in the car was blowing out from where the clamp bites on, and it was making a mess, and there's just another thing that had to be taken care of. Um, One of the things I've been dealing with the most is a lawnmower repair, and this is a Briggs and Stratton book I bought some years ago. Occasionally reference it. It's I don't know how about it. It's pretty well detailed with color photos and information. But honestly, this really, for me, the way I learned, I get more out of referencing this alongside with YouTube videos, which there are a ton of. I think YouTube is one of the greatest assets of YouTube is the do-it-yourself videos, people helping you narrow stuff down. Unfortunately, I've done just about everything I can to our mower, and it's still not running. So it is some internal valve issue, I suspect. So that's the next thing to do. One thing I will say, if you start fixing your own stuff and you're watching YouTube videos, whether it be your car, for a house, or anything, watch more than one video, and also look at the comments, because I'm telling you, a lot of times people making these videos, they miss some crucial details, and sometimes in the case of a car, it could really mess things up. And I don't think it's, in most cases, out of neglect or ignorance. It's just sometimes you just forget. They're not being, this isn't, for a lot of them, it's not their job. It's just something that they're like trying to help somebody else out with. So take a look at the comments. Sometimes you gotta scroll past know-it-alls and people offering no information at all. But other times you'll find people like, hey, you might want to mention this, or I've had experience with this, and blah blah blah. And I have found that to be as helpful as the videos themselves sometimes. So, not getting a lot of reading done. I'm still working on American Prometheus, this Oppenheimer book. Where am I at here? 186 pages. As you can see, I got a while to go. This has been a very interesting read. I'm right up when he's getting involved in working on the Manhattan Project, atomic bomb project. So we seem to slide into that really fast after a lot of buildup of his early years, and then as a teenager, and then college years and such. And there's a lot of people. You're introduced to a lot of people in this book. Sometimes they come up later. I'm not sure how important it is to know all involved here, but they themselves have interesting stories, and some names I know, some I don't. But it's well written, very well researched. Amazing amount of research in this. So, yeah, really hoping to get something more significant reading time done here. I won a book off of Penguin Press. They were offering a giveaway on Instagram, and I won this character limit, this book on Elon Musk and how he destroyed Twitter here. And let's see, what year is this? Okay, this is very recent. This is 2024. I did read a Breaking Twitter, which I posted about a little while back. So this will be an interesting follow-up. Thank you, Penguin Press. I think they were giving away like 5 or 6 copies or something like that. They sent it out real quick. I think I had this within a week of giving them my information. And slightly less positive news, I ordered KL, a history of the Nazi concentration camps. And KL is the Nazi reference to concentration camps, which, from my understanding, average citizens abbreviated as KZ. So I'm guessing KL was kind of maybe more of a hidden symbol. Pretty heavy tome here. I don't know what the deal is. I saw this got a high recommendation from Steve Donahue, so I thought I'd pick it up. My library doesn't have it. Nobody around here has it. The odds of me ever finding it around here are very slim. So I looked on eBay, and all the low-priced ones were already sold out, but the listings were still active, and everything else was a lot more than I could afford. And looking around on Abe's books, I found this listed for like 18 something. And I'm about to check out, and all of a sudden they're like, "Do you want to use your Amazon account?" And I'm like, and I either didn't remember or forgot that Abe Books is owned by Amazon. So I was like, let me look up this seller and see if there's any difference. And buying direct from the seller, I got the book for 16 shipped, or 16 and change shipped. And that was my first purchase from Books Run. They shipped it quickly, but they did just ship it in a plastic bag. This is a heavy book. It's already 800 pages here. Yeah, we're over 850 pages, and I got badly cracked here, man. That goes right to the spine webbing there. Yeah, that's like totally split. It was listed as in good condition, so I expected stuff like this. Little markings and stuff. I cleaned up the cover some more. I expected all that, but full-on split in the spine was, So I did write them, and I sent them 2 pictures of the damaged spine, and they offered I can return it, which means the book will probably just be trashed, or they offered a partial refund of 40%. So I just accepted that, and I had the full refund from the time I sent the photos in. I had the refund within, I think, 10 minutes. So the book is, so now the book cost me about $10 with shipping. This book weighs over 2 pounds, so shipping is between $6 and $7. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad to have a mostly good copy. I'm gonna have to mend that somehow. I'm guessing tape, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty bad. But the rest of the book is in nice shape. It's good paper quality in this book. So yeah, I don't know why this is suddenly. I guess there's a surge in interest here. This book came out 2015. But yeah, there weren't a lot of copies available. At least when I looked, maybe there's a ton now. I don't know. So yeah, that's been my experience with Books Run. Some good, some bad. We'll see how. Maybe I'll order again. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. It's possible that the book was in that shape when they listed it. Somebody missed it, but given that it was just shipped in a plastic bag, it's too heavy. It's too heavy of a book for that. You got to wrap that in cardboard. It doesn't need to be shipped in a box, but you literally just get a strip of cardboard, wrap it around it, and that would save a lot. So for those of you complaining that your books are packed too well, that's why you want to pack them well, so you don't get them like that. Anyway, so, okay, we covered Oppenheimer. Months back, almost a year ago, I listed a whole bunch of these mostly on Nazi history, World War II books that I bought off of eBay, and they all arrived smelling very strong of some kind of scented pipe tobacco or something. And I've had them in various ways of trying to get rid of the smell. And this was, being the thickest book, it held the most odor. And I literally had to put this in a container with baking soda and such for, I mean, it was in there for, I don't even know, sealed for, I don't even know how many months at this point. It still smells a bit like I described. I'm guessing it'll never fully be out of there, but it's better now. It was actually still a bit stronger when I initially took it out of there, the container I had it in, but I've been letting it air out more, and surprisingly better. So that goes same with the other books I got. Like I said, I think it's a scented tobacco. It's not cigarettes, so, but it is definitely a tobacco-y kind of thing. I don't, maybe it's somebody's candle or something. I don't know. Very strange. But yeah, that was a lot of work getting that smell out. And is that it? Well, and last book I got, a little thrift store find, some Rex Stout. And this is a fairly thin volume of 3 short stories. And yeah, so this was cool to get. I haven't read Rex Stout, but I mentioning him again. Steve Donahue talks about his books quite often. Sometimes I must feel like I've read some, but really curious. These sound really interesting. Yeah, so look forward to check that out. I hope you've been having a lot more success reading than I have, and appreciate you tuning in.